Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Super excited for today's video. This is a luxury this and that vid, and it features Miss Sonia G. It features Burberry Beauty and Guerlain Beauty. Okay, so we've got some brushes to get into, an eyeshadow quad, and a blush to get into. I'm going to be swatching for you guys. We're going to be breaking down the different brushes, trying each one of them out at least one way, and we're going to just be pulling my face together. So if you want to see what this face is all about and what this super chic thing is on my head, just keep watching, and please don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. I appreciate it when you do. Now let's jump in. Okay guys, so before we jump into this video, of course I have to talk about my Breezy tea product of the day. I'm excited about this one. I'm rocking a new shade for us. This is Khaki Moss, and I absolutely love it. I cannot tell you, I love it a lot. I am just embracing khaki so much. To be fair, because I'm from New York, I always liked fatigues, that fatigue print, which was a lot of army green and stuff like that. That's a New York thing. I don't know if other people embrace it like we embrace it. But so I've always grown up loving like khakis and khaki green. So I guess that part did follow me through my life. But I feel like since I've started my business, I've been wearing it as an accessory more and more, and I'm just loving it. So this one, we added a darker khaki to the family, a dark khaki moss, which is a nice greeny brown color that I'm just loving, loving, loving. Long piece of stretchy fabric, fashion it into any style you want. Dress them up, dress them down, wear them to work out, hang out, be, you know, run errands, whatever you've got going on. One of our head wraps will be perfect for the occasion. And as always, when I wear it like this, an instant face pick me up. Okay? You know, just a nice little pulling the skin back. I love it. I love it. So if you want to check out any of our boho head wraps, you can visit us at breezytea.com or our Etsy shop. Links will always be in the description below and somewhere up here. Okay, guys, so let's jump in. This was just supposed to be about Sonia G and Burberry and getting the eyes together, but we had a late addition to this video. So, and now to luxury this and that vid, and excited to finally be digging into the Tradition series Keyaki Kakishibu eye set from Sonia G. It's a mouthful. It is a mouthful. Beautiful, beautiful brushes. We will be talking about them in just a sec as we go through the eyes and get my eyes together. Really excited. Let me just start by saying, again, this is a gift from Miss Sonia G. Thankful doesn't even seem to cut it. I am so grateful that her kindness is just really, 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 really overwhelming. And so this is another nice surprise, and I'm excited. So thank you to Sonia. Thank you to the artisans for making these beauts. And of course, thank you to Beautylish for sending them over to me. They have to make a trip across the ocean to get to me, and I'm really, really appreciative of it. Excited to try out my first Burberry eyeshadow. This one is 02 Dusty Caramel, okay? Super duper excited. You can see by the shades today. This was my inspiration, my color inspiration for the day. Browns, just brown. Such boring is good sometimes, guys. I'm so excited to try this out. I'm hoping everything shows up well on my skin tone because I love browns on my eyes. I think there are 5, I'm not sure, but this is the one that I wanted most. And then the third product is this beaut from Guerlain. This is the third blush from them that I got. My last video, you saw the first 2. I will swatch all 3 together. I want to revisit a product that I tried out just very, 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 very quickly. I want to revisit a product that I tried out in my last video, okay? The YSL All Hours Bronzer, all right? I'm going to zoom in this time. I want you guys to appreciate the color here. Here is the color on my brush. There is a lot of product there. In YSL's pictures, this bronzer shows as not a lot of intensity. On the models, it is not, there's not a huge difference between the model skin and the brown models especially, and these bronzers. So I'm not seeing that this is supposed to be the overpowering bronzer that some can be, This to me has a lighter coverage, and I'm gonna start putting it on. This to me has a lighter coverage, okay, than some other bronzers that I have. All right. This should be visible to you. I am seeing it straight away. All right. And they are buildable. They are absolutely buildable. As someone who prefers a lighter touch with a bronzer, I'm going in heavy now for the video's sake. Someone said that they couldn't see it as well in the last vid. So, all right. If it's not showing up now, there's nothing else I can do. All right. So to me, even in their own pictures on the models, it wasn't a huge departure from the model's skin, but they are buildable. So you can build it up however you would like it. This is more than enough. And their swatches of them they might be darker than potentially it appears in person, but I just wanted to try this on again so you can clearly see. If you can't see, this is actually looking like too much for me. So here it is, the YSL bronzer that absolutely has a nice glow, and I'm in number 3, and I feel like it's more than enough for my skin tone. Okay, so let's dig into these buttes. So this is the Traditions Eye Set, which means I think we should be looking forward to a face set, since she distinguished this as an eye set, and that's my thinking. The Keyaki is the wood that the handles are made of, and Kakishibu is the process that the bristles go through. They're dyed with persimmons. Okay, so look at these buttes. Beautiful, beautiful brushes. Let's take a look at them one by one. They are numbered, okay? And so it makes it easy, right? T1, T2. We've got our numbers here. So let's start with T1. Here it is here. Here it is here from the side. Let's take a look at these handles. They're like bowling pins. I love it. I love it. So Sonia G on the front. And here we have the Japanese writing. I don't know if it's kanji. Maybe I should see that. But here is number 1. So yes, this is number 1. Look at the beautiful, beautiful wood. Now, no two brushes are going to be exactly alike, which is why I love. No two handles will be exactly alike, because the wood does its own thing. That's what's so special about these collections for me. And I'm excited to try this one out as a liner. I'll probably line the top of the eye. We'll use this one to do the bottom of the eye. And there are 6 brushes, so we're going to see the different ways that we can use them across the eye look. As always with the Sonia G brush video, I'm going to be referring to her blog, which is the most thorough way to do it. Her blogs are incredibly thorough and thoughtful, and everything you could possibly want to know about these brushes will be in her blog. So it doesn't even make sense for me to try to cover those things, because I will not do them justice. So we're going to look at these other brushes, 2 to 6, and as we go to use them, I'll see a little bit about what she's saying about the individual brush. Okay, but in terms of the full process of how she makes these, definitely go to her blog. I'm going to link that below, as always, when I do a Sonia G video. So here is T2. Here is T3. Here is T4. Here is T5. And here's the big one, T6. So the handles are the same size as the Pro, Fusion, Sky, and Fundamental. So here you can see the Pro. This is a Fundamental brush, and then here we have this new Traditions brush. You can see same length as these and the other ones mentioned. And just quickly, the wood used is the Keyaki Zelkova Serrata, a luxurious native wood from Japan. The handles may differ in hue and grain, as these characteristics depend on the initial raw Keyaki wood piece. So each piece is different, like I said to you. So that's a little bit about the wood. So the ferrules, okay, they are brass and lacquered with a matte black coating. entirely manufactured in Japan. I just love the matte finish. I just think it makes it so chic going into this wood. And this specific one, number 6, has a slightly arched top, okay? This is such a cool detail. I hope you can see it up here. A slightly arched top, and you see this one displays out a bit. So excited to use this one. This number 6, I can already tell I can use to put like highlighter down my nose, do different things with it. Yeah, excited to use this one as I am with all of them. Okay, and then those bristles. Again, each one also is not going to be the exact same. So the Kakishibu dye technique means that these are dyed with persimmon tannin dye. It's a traditional Japanese dye method coming from the persimmon fruit. The ones used for our dye are sourced locally. Okay, and the technique dates back to the 13th century. It's credited with being an insect repellent and having anti-mold properties, a nice additional benefit to help keep our brushes safe. Beautiful, beautiful. Just visually, it is the most beautiful technique. If we remember this one, special holiday release from Sonia. Okay. This one, you can see here. This is lighter, though, than the brushes, these new brushes. And then I have the Koyudo set, so I just wanted you to see that, too. So these are dyed as well, okay? So it's a beautiful, 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 beautiful technique, and it just makes things look really cool. And not just brushes, using persimmon to dye fabric, different things, looks really, really, really beautiful. Okay, so as brush videos go, this video is gonna be however long it is, okay? We gotta get through these 6 brushes. But first, let's take a look at this Burberry eyeshadow quad. No fancy name, they went right for eyeshadow quad. Okay, so here's the packaging. To the eye, it looks chic. Looks expensive. We'll get there in a second. And inside are these beauts. Okay, they're saying we should have some creamy mattes and some smudge-proof shimmers, okay, in here. Now, also to the eye, what's interesting, it is very hard to distinguish the different formulas, which I find interesting. I don't know if other people will. This looks like maybe these are the shimmers here, or this one at least. There's a little bit of what looks like a satiny finish, but I think that's very curious that with the design, it's not so easy to tell which one is which. So yeah, excited to try these on. This packaging feels cheap. I don't like how it feels. I don't like this gold here. I say it a bunch. That gold plastic is really, really hard to ever make look expensive. And it just doesn't, it's really lightweight. So visually, without touching it, we went through this, I think, with maybe Prada the last time I said it. But looking at it, it looks chic, it looks da-da-da-da-da, and then you feel it and it's like, okay, this could have been less, okay? So leave them alone, but these luxury brands, I'm gonna keep saying it, really need to step up with this packaging, okay? All right, so that's what we have. Let's get into it now with our first brush. So here are the swatches for Dusty Caramel, okay? Nice shades of brown, completely up my alley. Creamy. They are absolutely right. These are so creamy and they blended like a dream. They swatched like a dream. Now, this one, I suppose, is the shimmer. If you're thinking shimmer, like you're gonna get shimmer, I can see little fine specks in there, which is why I'm assuming it's the shimmer, but by no means is it giving traditional shimmer. So yeah, I'm just excited to get these on, but I'm not expecting any sparkle. Let's go. So I'm gonna take brush number 6, blend it all over this eye, the right eye, and then I'm gonna take brush number 5 and use this one as the blending brush to put it all over, place it all over, and blend it out all over on the left eye. Okay, so we have 5 here, 6 here, and these are going to be the brushes that I apply the first color all over the eye. Let's see, and then I'll give you my thoughts. Okay, so I put down this shimmer, what I think is the shimmer shade here, and it did its job. It's giving me a little something on the eyes. I like how it's showing up as the all over color, and then we'll build on that. I love a big old brush. T6 is really, really nice. And let me say this, both of them, oh my gosh, these brushes are so soft. So soft, firm though. There's a nice firmness to it. It's like a beautiful balance. Super soft, nice firmness, so you have control over it. It got, obviously the size of it means I'm going to get in and out, sweeping a color across my eyes. This is a pretty big brush. 5 is a little flatter, so I can see this too as a laid down brush like this. I might use that again in a second, but it did the job putting it all over as well. Again, super soft, and there's a nice firmness to both brushes that I'm going to assume for most of the brushes I'm gonna see the same thing throughout. So really, really nice, did its job, did it quickly. Because if nothing else, Sonia G brushes are efficient. They get me in and they get me out, and that's what one of the top things I love about them. So now let's move on. I don't know what color I'm gonna use, and I guess I'll come back and tell you what brushes I use because I'm not sure. Watching Love is Blind as I can't believe I started. My friend was like, are we watching this show? I'm like, oh, I fell into it. This is not my first season, but I fell into it. Anyway, let's get to these brushes and the shadow. So I use this, so the second darkest brown shade here. You know, I would stop here, honestly, with those two shades. If I just needed a little something on the eye and I didn't want to do too much, I just wanted a little bit of color, little mascara, still do cheeks and a little bit of color, but I would stop there. It's enough color on my eyes. So I'm really enjoying, they're super creamy. They are, and they're blending out like a dream. No issues at all, no tugging, no nothing. I'm not having to work between the brushes and the shadows. I am not having to work at all, and I'm gonna keep saying it. 46, and I cannot have, especially the eyes. The eyes are the most sensitive. I cannot have things tugging and pulling and stressing the skin on my eyes out. The elasticity is going on its own, just as nature intended. I don't know why nature would do that to us. So this is a very pleasant 46-year-old friendly shadow, okay? And so are these brushes. So I use on the right eye T3 in my crease, okay? Beautiful, beautiful brush. Gets me right in there, okay? A little tapered at the top. These have been absolutely washed. And this is a good time to remind you that I will always have swatches of the products, and I'll have some pictures of the brushes a few days after a video goes live here on YouTube, okay? On my Instagram, all right? My new Instagram handle is by Brie Moore, B-Y, and then my name, Brie Moore. That's because that's the name of my new blog. I told you guys a few videos back that I would be doing, so I've been changing my name across the platforms to by Brie Moore, and my blog should be live by the time this video goes up. So it's a work in progress, but I'm excited to get back to that. And like this back here, these two products back here, it's going to be lifestyle and beauty. It's not just going to be beauty, and everything that I do here on YouTube will not make it to the blog. It'll be the best of the best. The things I love the most will make it, but there's going to be other things like my beloved Kuyana collection. I'll be breaking down over a few blogs and other things that I'm enjoying in my life. You'll see that in the first blog, which is a little bit about me blog. And so things that I'm enjoying that give me joy at any given moment, I will be discussing in my blog, okay? So yes, the point was to follow me on Instagram, wasn't it? So don't forget to follow me on Instagram if you want to see close-up pictures, in sunlight videos of the products and swatches, and then these brushes will get close up with those as well. So yes, Brush number 3, look at that. It just is so easily into that crease, goes into that crease so easily, and it distributed product perfectly. And then on the left eye, I use what I know is going to be a brush that I love, T4, which is a little more, it's a little more, loosey, like loose. So the bristles are, so I know that I'll be able to gently like sweep color across, but also it's a perfect size to get right in my crease. So I wanted to use this one as a crease brush. I'll probably use it another way. So this one reminds me of the mini booster from Sonia G. Those kind of brushes that can just, you know, do a lot of different things. And I do use them. I like the size. They're small enough to get into places or place very specific places. I could also use this here. I could also use this in my brow bone if I want to add color to my brow bone. So I'm a fan of these kind of sizes and how they are a little looser, the bristles. So you know what I mean by looser. I hope I'm describing that right. Not as firm as other brushes or so. Yeah, quite the fan of this. And I may be using it in a second to smoke out my eye, which is the next part. Actually, no, we have to lay down. I need something on my lids. I love my fingers, and because I want to give the shadow a proper go, I'm going to use my finger for one eye, and then I'll use a brush on the other eye because I want to. So the shadow, I got a nice bit of color payoff with my finger on that lighter shimmer, what I'm calling the shimmer color here on the eyelids. I'm loving all the browns, y'all don't understand. I love a neutral eye. And then I went in with Miss Sonia G's number 2, T2 brush to lay down that color. And it's worked out. Actually, it's almost comparable to what it did with my finger. It picked up a really nice amount of products. The reason I tend to use my finger is because I get more color payoff when I use my finger. So I just think it's easier. Now I'm used to it, and I love using my finger to get it on there. But this did a really good job of distributing the product, and I really like this brush. And because it's so flat on the sides, when I'm getting down to that inner corner of my eye, that flatness comes in handy, and I kind of turn it a little and it gets me right to the edge. You know, you don't have to, you know, sometimes that's the one thing about my finger. Getting into the inner parts is hard, but this brush made it a cinch. So really beautiful job there. And let's get to this darkest shade now. Okay, so we're pulling this eye look together. I use T4 again, that one that kind of like just splays out to get the smoke. And the reason is I didn't want too much of the darker color. So these kind of brushes that are not as densely packed, to me, I can control a lot better with a lighter touch and just kind of brush it lightly over the eye, and it'll distribute the color, the smoke that I want. And it worked out just how I hoped. So beautifully soft. This is the second time I'm using it, and I'm really, I was going to use another brush on the other side, but I'm like, why? You're really loving this, how it did it on the one eye. Do it on the other eye. And what I'm going to use now is I will use, no, I'll use this one. It's a little more splayed out. I'm going to use T5 again. So T5 again, just to now blend a little, just to blend a little bit. It's the where I took the smoke to the rest of the eye look, okay? So we have, yeah, all right. Whew. I'm liking it a lot. Very, very pretty, but you have to like these colors. There are other color stories of the quads. I just happen to love browns, but they have, most of them look kind of neutral if I remember. It doesn't look too, no crazy colors yet from them. They look pretty, you know, wearable. They came out with wearable ones. Maybe they'll add the pizzazzy ones for people who like more color. So let's try this one. I haven't used it yet. Let's try that with T3. T3 has that little taper on top in the brow bone. Okay, that might be a little too much. Let's get it up here on the brow bone. This beigey, light beige color. And yeah, where else would I use this? I don't know. This color on me is probably not going to show up as much. Let's be real. All right, let us be real. I could see it here in the corner just to test it out. All right, it showed up a little. Oh, I'm using, T1. T1, the finest one in here. Okay, oh, this is doing better than I thought it would. This would show up. Huh. And I'm kind of digging it in the corner of the eye. Okay. And I have this T1 turned on its side so that I could truly guide the color into the crease, okay? I'm gonna bring that up a little bit. Bring that up a little bit. Okay, I thought I had no purpose for this beigey color on me, but all right, we worked it in. We worked it in there. Let's use this same T1 to line the eyes. So this is another beautiful and functional eye brush set from Sonia. That T1 distributed product beautifully. It picked up a nice amount. It was easy for me to just lay it down really, really easily. I got right into the lash line and right into the tear duct super duper easily. I'm just over the moon with this, this set. Really beautiful, functional, soft, does what I need it to do, and so really, really happy. And this big one, I just read that she said it could be used, I mean, you can use your brushes however you want, right? Sonia's just giving us a guide. I thought of it as a second for a concealer brush, but then she validated it and was like, you can use it as a concealer. I was like, okay, I may have to try this, because when I tell you that Sonia's 2 concealer brushes, I think they're in the Fusion set, I have not used another brush for concealer since those launched. That's it. Those brushes, that's it. I love it that much, so I'm gonna try that. But what I'm gonna use this for now, because I put some highlighter on, okay, before we get to this blush, and I'm gonna use this brush to go down the bridge of the nose for my highlighter. But can we talk about this quad for a second? Beautiful, beautiful, easy, creamy shadows. So it really is gonna come down to a color story for the individual person. Really creamy. I love the formula. Super easy to blend out. I think it's nicely pigmented. I will absolutely revisit one of these in another color story because I'm really, really enjoying it. And yes, winning formula Burberry has come up with. Really creamy, really easy. And for me, like I said, I love these neutral brown shades every day. Just something on the eye before I go out, not too much. This is completely a bit of me. So 2 for 2 with the brushes and the eyeshadow quad. So let's get this liquid highlighter down the nose now. So anytime you see a video of mine, I'm typically using products that I just featured. I wear things out. I want to just keep using and trying. So I'm going to use this this Dior liquid maximizer, glow maximizer that I went over in my video a couple of weeks ago. Okay, these are the most beautiful glow products. I'm so happy that people have been enjoying my video on that. Good reception for that one. Good reception for the last few ones. I love this. It's finally out in the US. So good to know you guys can have it now and get it now. Perfect time to remind you that everything that I'm wearing on my face today will always be in the description below. Things that I feature, things that are not featured. If you need a foundation shade, a nail polish shade, and everything in between, you can always find it in the description below. There will be some affiliate links, okay, there. And I know there are lots of choices. If you want to support me, support my channel, you like the video, you find it helpful, and you're going to buy something anyway. I always want it to be something you're going to purchase anyway. If you want to use one of my links, I would greatly appreciate it. So down in the description below is where you will always find what I have on my face. And this brush worked beautifully for this area. It fits perfectly. And yes, that's where I want the highlighter right there. Sonia, Sonia, Sonia. Another beautiful looking brush set. And it feels great, and most importantly, it works really, really, really great. Every single brush had a purpose, and they're all multi-purpose, and I'll be using them interchangeably going forward, but we broke each one down. Each one helped pull together this eye look that I'm loving. Let's get to this, to these cheeks. Okay, so this is 04 Deep Pink from Guerlain, okay? Let me show it to you against 03. And 05. So 03 is deep nude, all right? Deep nude. And this is the newest one I have, which is deep pink. I don't know how I feel about them being called deep. I think it's a strange term. I don't know what else they could have said, but for me, I'm not measuring these in depth. They don't seem deep to me. They seem brighter or not as bright. That's how I'm ranking them. But okay, we're gonna go with the official names, which is deep pink and deep nude. And then we have against the new one, 05 deep coral. Okay, deep coral, and then here we have. Okay, so this is 4, and then this one is 5. All right. And again, on my Instagram page, I will have the 3 of them together, photographed next to each other. I will have them swatched together. I'm about to show you swatches anyway together, but I will have them on my Instagram page, sunlight, video, and photo swatches. So, okay, don't worry if you'll get it on my Instagram. Okay, so here she is swatched. Now, this is the one for my brown ladies, the deep skin ladies that I think that this is the shade that I thought of when I saw it. I was like, oh, this is going to be good on the deep skin ladies. But I also think number 3 gets a nice amount of pigment. So it depends on what you like. This is a beautiful berry color. Very, very pretty. Nice amount of pigment. And I've been asked about a couple of comparison swatches. This is a glowy blush, okay? Healthy glow. It's a natural healthy glow. Just keep that in mind. Some glowy blushes are much, much, much more glowy than these are. To me, it's the most natural glow. You're not gonna get a lot of craziness going on, but it is there, but it is much more natural. Let me swatch the other 2, and then we're gonna get it on. I just got to the end of episode 1 of Love is Blind. Child. Here we go. Here are the swatches. Okay, so this is 4, this is 3, and this is 5. So I wanted you to see 4 and 3 together, specifically because to me, those are probably the ones that a lot of brown skin women, deeper skin women probably had their eye on. So I think that 3 really does swatch deeper or more pigmented than I think it looks in the pan. And then there's that coral color, okay, that I love so much. So let's get 4 on these cheeks because I'm excited. Let's try it on now. I mean, I have to choose a Sonia brush, no? So I'm gonna use the good old Cheek Pro, okay? Cheek Pro, picking up a nice amount of product. This is a very pretty, this is not a color that I worried about it showing up on me and being pigmented. And remember that these blushes are very buildable. Damn, that Pro brush picked up a lot. I might leave that there on that cheek. I don't think I'm gonna do much more than that. It's showing up. It's saying what it needs to say. And I'm tapping, as you see, tapping the compact. So I don't want too much. This is potent. So I think my brown girls are safe. If they want to try this Guerlain, a safe shade, if you want a safer shade, I think you're good with 4 for sure. If you want to go out on the limb a little bit, 3 could work. Now, mind you, remember, what they're calling the darkest in terms of numbering is the coral. So, I mean, that's a possibility too if you're sick of like the berry pink, so you want to break out of that, like, you know, mold of samey. That's what they're numbering it as. But make sure to look at the models on their thing, might be helpful, on their site might be helpful. And I'll definitely have links for these below in the description. Woo! So I've got that color, that's for sure. I'm not even digging back in the pan. I take what's on the cheeks already. So we've got our color for the cheeks. Now remember, lights always exacerbate shades, make them pop a bit more, so it's showing up beautifully, but it's not over the top. And we are good with our cheeks. I need to get a lipstick on and wrap this up. Okay, so this is the finished face, and yeah, we're gonna work backwards. Love the blush. I love where just Guerlain is right now. I keep saying it. I just love where they are as a brand in terms of makeup. Guerlain Beauty, I think, is sitting in such a nice place. I've said it before, but even if it's a collection that comes out that doesn't draw me in, maybe the design, I'm just not into it. I'm talking to you, Denim with the Roses. Even if it's something I don't love, I can completely appreciate that they're trying different things. I really love that for them, even if I don't love it for myself. So I just love where Guerlain is, and I'm actually excited about what they're gonna do next and where they're going. I have to say, I'm excited to see what they come out with next. The Burberry, I don't have a lot of Burberry, and I'm really enjoying this formula. I think I have a Burberry, yeah, when they first started the beauty line, or 2 years ago, whatever it was, they came out with eyeshadows, and these are completely, I think, different. These are completely different formulas, and I'm loving these creamy mattes. Beautiful, beautiful job. Love this. Brown on brown is always going to be a winner for me. To me, it's a simple, sophisticated look. Something on the eyes, but very, very understated. Love, love, love. And then Miss Sonia G. What can I say? Another absolutely beautiful looking set. And then a set that's just so efficient. So if you don't have any Sonia G brushes, or you've never invested in a set and you want to know where to start, this eye set, I think, will give you every option that you need to get your eyes together, okay? Every which way you want to do whatever, however you do it. You have really nice options here with some multi-purpose brushes. We even have this big one that can take you to the face and do some work on the face as well as the eyes. So, and then in terms of looking at them, you have a beautiful, beautiful Kakishibu treatment that'll give you a nice looking set. So yeah, I definitely recommend this one. If you love brushes, if you're looking for a set, you can buy these as individuals. as well. So don't feel like you have to buy it in a set. You can get one or two, and then if you want to invest in the other ones, you can. But a really nice set if you need some new eye brushes and you want to kind of hit all the places you need to hit in an efficient, beautiful, easy, quick way. Sonia G's Tradition set. So that's it. It's over to you. You gotta let me know if you got any of these products. If you're going to get any of these products, do you have this Burberry eyeshadow quad or one of the new ones? What are you thinking about it? Are you liking it? Do you love the formula? Let me know how it's working out for you. Let me know about the Guerlain blushes. They are officially out now in the US on the Guerlain site. They are available there. They've been out here in Europe. So yeah, gotta let me know what you're looking forward to with those. And then of course, these Sonia G brushes. Did you grab any? Did you grab the full set? Did you get any individual brushes? Let me know all those things in the comments below. And please don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. I really do appreciate it when you do. And if you want to check out any of our boho head wraps, any of our t-shirt, hair towel wraps, satin line beanies, satin line knit beanies, and all our other hair accessories, you can visit us at breezyt.com or our Etsy shop. In fact, all our headbands are on sale right now, okay? And if you want to check out any of our luxury lifestyle accessories, you can visit us at fraybybreezyt.com. I will check you guys in the next video. Ciao for now. Bye.